This is the Kindy Rock Stars Podcast, Season 5. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, albums, videos, or live performances, along with great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rock Stars Season 5 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waltmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for more than 20 years. And now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindy Rock Stars, and I am really delighted to have on the show today Debi Derryberry. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Patrick. It's such an honor to be here. I'm thrilled that you're having me on your show.
Wonderful. And we're going to be talking about your album, Gotta Go Green. But I do want to get you to tell us your story first, because you have got quite a rich background in voice acting. Everybody watching on YouTube can see the Jimmy Neutron all in the background. You are a voice actress.
I am. I've been in voice acting, I guess, making a living at it for about 30 years, and started out as a musician when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I've always been writing kids songs and grown-up songs, and in between there, I went to UCLA and was a pre-med and graduated, and I was like, I can't do this. I need music. So I moved to Nashville and tried to do grown-up music, but all I got were jobs as jingles, a jingle artist singing like a baby or a kid. So I've been doing kids music for so long, but the cartoons, when I moved back to Los Angeles from Nashville after not making it as a country artist, um, I signed with a voice agent, and all my years of community theater and writing songs and playing my guitar and making all my family listen to me again and again and playing, busking the streets of Westwood at UCLA. And it all kind of came together with this voice thing that I could sound like a baby and do cartoons and do little kid voices. And then I got Jimmy Neutron, which was kind of it wasn't a big deal then because it was just starting. But that, along with Monster High and JJ the Jet Plane and so many other voices that I've been, had the honor of voicing, and the whole time have been doing children's music, also adult music. I say adult meaning that it's not kids music, not that it's, it's just like mainstream, like the Chicks, 3-part harmony country band called
Right.
Honey Pig. But I had a kid, and I just loved singing to him and his classes, and thought, well, I'll do an album of all my kids stuff, and it did so well that I did a second album and a third album, and now I'm on my fourth album, and I'm still doing cartoon voices and a little on camera, and I'm still and I'm pitching my music to all kinds of things, TV shows and ads. And so music has always been my love and my life, and cartoon voices is so much fun. So now that I have this YouTube platform and I can have music videos of my kids' music, I feel like, whoo, story circle complete. It's just I'm having so much fun.
So what was the very first voice acting gig you got?
Oh, I wish I could remember. I think it was a pig. It was I don't remember what show it was, but I remember I played a pig. And she had a squeaky little high voice. Um, my first series, I think, was one called Peter Pan and the Pirates, which was a 65 episode cartoon with, I played Tinkerbell, and Tim Curry played Captain Hook, and the Lost Boys, and it was like my first foray into official cartoon seriesness, and I was Tinkerbell's first voice. She's a little snot too, let me tell you. But it's hard to keep them all straight, but there've been a lot of different cartoon series over the years, and that was one of the first and most memorable ones, along with
Did,
Bobby's World, Howie Mandel's show.
oh, very cool. Did you ever get to meet Tim Curry? I'm a huge fan.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we were always there in the lobby in the waiting room at Buzzy's studios. He was there for every session. Yeah, he was great. I remember he drank a lot of coffee, and at one time he said, "Debbie, darling, get me a coffee. That's enough." So that was, many years ago, and I wasn't necessarily a Rocky Horror fan at the time. Not because I didn't watch not because I didn't like it. It's because I just wasn't exposed to it. It's pretty much just been me, 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 and singers with amazing harmonies like James Taylor and Linda Ronstadt and you know Dixie Chicks, or I know it's the Chicks now, but to me, whenever there was amazing harmonies, that's what I listened to.
Yeah,
And I just wasn't a big fan of movies just
yeah.
because I didn't. Not that I didn't like movies. I just didn't watch movies.
Understood. Yeah. So when did you do your first album?
It was in, I think, gosh, was it 2004 or 5? I came out with What a Way to Play. Came out in 2006. All those songs on it go back to My Dog's My Buddy was on this, and I wrote that when I was 9. And I had some covers of my favorite songs, and I did kind of 3 albums right in a row, and I was touring all over the United States, doing all these, like, I think I played probably every Barnes and Noble in the whole country. It seems like that. And there was a great mall here in Los Angeles called the Grove, and they had a nice stage. So I was performing for many, many years, and it was just so much fun. And then after What a Way to Play came um, Very Derryberry, which is the longest album. I mean, I have like 15 songs on it. And it has a song on it called Scoops of Ice Cream that, just a side note, it was my first placement on a TV show that happened this week. It was on
Nice.
The
Congrats.
Rookie. Yeah, I had a song on The Rookie. That was fun on ABC. And then I had this song Baby Banana on What a Way to Play, and it went to #1 on the charts on XM Sirius. And so I did a whole album of Baby Banana and all the banana tropical songs. And then, life got in the way, and I haven't done another kids album till now, when I just have Gotta Go Green out.
Awesome.
So,
What a great segue. We can talk about the album. So yeah, Gotta Go Green is the album. And we're going to feature 4 videos slash songs from the album. So definite concept here, but talk about what went into the making of this album and how did you conceive it?
well, I had a song I did years ago called I'm a Great Recycler. And I, did a little YouTube guitar playing video of it. And I thought, there's more here. Um, and I had wanted to pitch a TV show called Eco Kids that never got off the ground. But I had a lot of great titles for this eco kind of album. And I started songwriting with a friend of mine named Michael Levine, who you may know from he wrote the jingle for Kit Kat. Give me a break, give me a break. So Michael wrote that. He also played fiddle for my country band, Honey Pig. So I said, Michael, let's collaborate and write a couple songs. So we wrote a couple more songs for the album, Electric Car, Earth Day's My Birthday, and Recycle, not to be confused with I'm a Great Recycler. And then one of my voice artist buddies, her husband, Steve Brickman, plays every instrument in the world and is like the main music, what do you call, um, the touring musician with a girl called Claro. And he is an amazing musician. And so I wrote Gotta Go Green with him and he helped me produce a few more of the songs for. And I saw it was just all coming together, all this gotta go green stuff, and here we are with the world going to pot and climate change and saving the earth, and I'm thinking we have got to teach our kids, give them some tangible things to do, not just talk about it. And
Right.
yeah, I'm singing about it, but I want to. In all these songs, it kind of offers up some things, some activities for them to do to contribute to helping the cause, not
Yeah.
just saying how
Definitely
bad
see
it
that. Yeah.
is. More of a positive get up and go message. And hopefully, a lot of these songs will also find their way into, electric car commercials or sustainability. I know lots of packaging that's plastic. A lot of um, companies are wanting to segue into paper packaging, things that aren't bad for the environment. So this whole push for Gotta Go Green just kind of came together, and I thought, well, this song should be the title for the album because it sets the tone for it. And everything underneath it is how to do it.
Yep. Totally get it. Yeah. And any electric car company should pick that song up because that is a
Right?
bop and a half.
Thank
Love
you.
that song.
Come
Um,
on, Elon, Ford. Come on, you guys. This song is for you.
and I myself had an electric car now.
Okay?
Bought it last year. And
Congratulations.
I have another car that when I trade it in, likely will get an electric car. I need to kind of level up now with another car seat about to be placed in a
I,
car. I need comfortable room for 6 or 7 now. So
oh boy. Oh
I
boy.
hope they make an electric car that fits. I think so. I see some starting to become a bit bigger, but
Yeah, maybe
um,
Rivian. I think they make a big giant one. Or the
yeah,
Y. That's the one. Oh man, you are just don't have any more kids. There's not you have to
I
get a
know.
bus.
But yeah, I love my electric car. I wished I had bought them sooner. That's
And I'm having so much fun making these animated videos to go along with the songs because, we all learn in different ways. Some people really just love the music and to use their imagination, and others are more visual learners or visual, it takes a different amount of time to, not different amount of time, but it takes different energies to retain people's attention because we're being trained to lose attention so quickly.
yeah,
So to me, it's a challenge to be able to get people to pay attention to something. And so I offer them the audio or the visual.
yeah. No, the videos are really, really well done. And yeah, so let's talk about the videos, and we'll kick off with the song "Carbon Footprint." So tell us a little bit about this song, and then yeah, the making of the video.
And it was just finished this week, the video. So I'm also a member of the TV Academy. And when I was over at one of the functions here in Studios North Hollywood, I met my friend Jason Blackman. Jason produced The Ellen Show for a long time. He also produced the Ellen cartoon. And so I thought, well, this would be great to write a song together, which we did. We wrote Carbon Footprint. And it again gives you some things that you can do. And kids don't know what a carbon footprint is. It's not just tiny feet. I say it's sort of like dirt that we put in the air. So hopefully that'll raise questions. It doesn't explain it completely, but it starts a conversation. I think that's what's important here, is that it starts a conversation. And when they watch the video, um, it'll tell them some things to do, but then it'll also help them ask the questions that they need to ask to understand what a carbon footprint is.
Sure. And yeah, no, not only the examples, but then how they can correct it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I didn't know that causes an issue. It does,
Yep.
and here's what you can do about it.
Yes. Yes. So it was great fun going back and forth with the animation team on this one, and I really believe in kids viewing media, repetition is key. So I used a lot of the segments numerous times
Right.
just so that they could. Uh, my husband always says repetition is the key to adult learning, but it's really also the key to kids learning as well,
Yeah.
to anyone.
Yeah. No, especially when you're telling them the important things.
Yes. Yeah, turn
So,
off the TV, the air conditioner, the oven, the barbecue, fan. Lots of things you can do instead of that. Ride
yep.
your bike.
All right. Well, we're going to play that video now for everybody here watching on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast, enjoy this great song. Here it is, Carbon Footprint by Debi Derryberry.
You can make a smaller carbon footprint, but what does that even mean?
What does it
Does making a smaller carbon footprint mean having little feet?
No, no.
So what is a carbon footprint?
What can it
Sort of like dirt that we put in the air.
Ew.
You might not be able to see it, but I promise you it's there. You can make a smaller carbon footprint. Here's some things to do.
What can I do?
Turn off the lights, television, the computer and tablet too. You can make a smaller carbon footprint, no matter where you are. You can ride your bike, run or walk, instead of driving in your gassy car. I'm gonna make a smaller carbon footprint any way I can. I'll open a window when I wanna cool off, instead of turning on the fan. I'll stop using plastic bottles whenever I need a drink. I'll use my reusable bottle that I can fill from the sink. You can make a smaller carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Here's some things to do.
Here's what you do.
Turn off the oven, air conditioner, the heater, and the barbecue. You can make a smaller carbon footprint.
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
matter where you are. You can ride your bike or run or walk, instead of driving in your gas-filled car. You can do your part.
Ooh la la.
Now you know just where to start. Plant your feet right where you are. Be an eco-superstar. You can make a smaller carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Here's some things to do.
What can I do?
Turn off the oven, air conditioner, the heater, and the barbecue.
You can do it.
You can make a smaller carbon footprint.
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
matter where you are. You can ride your bike, or run or walk, instead of driving in your gas-filled car. You can make a smaller carbon footprint.
Yeah.
You can make a smaller carbon footprint.
Yeah.
You can make a teeny tiny smaller carbon footprint now.
And that was the video for Carbon Footprint. I hope you enjoyed that and enjoyed the song. The next song we're going to talk about is the title track of the album, Gotta Go Green. So tell us about this one.
Well, Gotta Go Green is super fun to say. I know you guys just want to say it to yourself right now. Gotta go green, gotta go green. That one kind of came to me in a, I don't know, it landed in my head one night, and I was like, how do I get Gotta Go Green into an even number of measures? And the way you say it makes a difference to get it in that many times. And even now I mess up when I try to do it. I have to listen to the music. But it's a super fun song about cleaning up the world. And Little Debbie, my character in the animated videos, has a couple of friends, and they go around and they pick up trash, and they clean up their school, and they clean up their city, and they clean up their neighborhood. And it makes a difference, and it's super fun, and it sets the tone for the whole album. I already said that, about cleaning up our parks and not throwing things on the ground. And it shocks people and makes people sad when they see this mess around them. And there's something we can do to fix it, which is don't litter, clean it up, don't drive those dirty cars. So hopefully this again will be something that companies, advertisers, Greta, if you're out there listening, I want this to be your theme song. And I had this fun artwork for Gotta Go Green. Was a friend of mine. I know I'm in the cartoon business, so everyone I know is in the cartoon business. The guy who won the Emmy for Krusty's World in The Simpsons, Charles Reagan, he drew this for me. So, thanks, Charles. Well, shout out.
That's awesome.
To that. But yeah, the video is so much fun. And yeah, I just had a ball making it. And the colors are bright, and I think it keeps your attention, and it shows you how to do it. So
yeah, now you mentioned the character Little Debbie. So do your characters kind of recur in each of the videos, or do you have different characters for each?
In a lot of them, Little Debbie is there. There are a few where Little Debbie isn't there yet, but as we move forward with any more videos, Little Debbie will be in there. She's also the spokesperson for the channel, Debi Derryberry Kids, that people can subscribe to, which would be awesome on YouTube if they'd subscribe to Debi Derryberry Kids. And there's shorts on there, and she has little, snippets and quips of how to do things like use your reusable bottles. You can fill from the sink and not have to use plastic bottles. I forgot what the question was, Patrick.
Oh, about recurring characters and
yes. So yeah, Debi Derryberry, Little Debbie is a recurring character, and no matter how many more years I get to be on this planet, Little Debbie will always be there.
All right. Well, let's play the video and the song. Here it is, Gotta Go Green by Debi Derryberry.
Gotta go green, 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 gotta go green. Clean it on up. Gotta go green, 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 gotta go green. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Clean it up. Clean it on up. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Clean it up. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Let's make it better and fix the weather. Let's clean the world up. Clean it up. Yes, yes. Gotta go green. 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 Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Here's the solution. Stop the pollution. Let's clean the world up. Clean it up. Let's do this. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Let's clean the world up. Clean it up. Go green, go green. Be super clever. Let's work together. Let's clean the world up. Clean it up. Woo! Gotta go green, gotta go green, gotta go green, gotta go green, gotta go
was the video for Gotta Go Green, and I hope you enjoyed the song if you're listening on the podcast. Next song we're going to talk about is called Little Tiny Molecules of H2O. So tell us about this one.
Well, hopefully I can educate kids on the fact that water is called H2O. And in the video, it shows little molecules with H2O on them. And kids wonder about the cycle of water, or maybe they don't, but hopefully this will give them a little, kick and say, this is what happens. Have you ever wondered where it comes from? Where does rain come? And why do the clouds let go of the water? And what happens when the water's on the ground? Where does it end up? And how does it end up going back up to the sky again? So it's a cycle of water song, which fits well into the Gotta Go Green theme of the album. And it was the first video that I made animated with Little Debbie. So the other characters aren't in there yet. But it... again, we'll have kids ask the question. I think it's a good tool for educators to use in their classrooms because it will grab those kids' attention, and it's like watching a cartoon, but then you can have the discussion after that. So hopefully this will be a really good tool for them to use and fun to watch as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, it hits a good sweet spot. It's a fun song, it's a cool video, and you learn something.
Yep, and you wanna sneak in the educational. Kids don't want to be hit on the head with it. Nobody does. So that's the starting point for the video, Little Tiny Molecules of H2O.
Very good. All right, well, we're going to play the video now. Here it is, Little Tiny Molecules of H2O by Debi Derryberry.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, where do they come from? Where do they go? It's a little mystery that I want to know. Where do they come from? Where do they go? Those little tiny molecules of H2O. Oh, 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 oh. Walking through the park on a rainy, wet day, wondering how the water makes it wet that way. Where do all the little drops of water go when they trickle down to the ground below? When the rain has stopped and the air gets warm, the water vaporizes and the clouds form. The clouds fill up all gray and high, and the rain falls down from the cloudy sky. Where do they come from? Where do they go? It's a little mystery that I want to know. Where do they come from? Where do they go? Those little tiny molecules of H2O. Oh, 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 oh. The raindrops start when the clouds fill up, and the rain leaks out like a sippy cup. The drops make a puddle when they reach the ground, then they roll to the ocean and they float around. Little raindrops drip, drip, drop, drop. Little raindrops flip, flip, flop, flop. Little raindrops drip, drip, drop. But does it ever stop? Where does it come from? Where does it go? What happens to the water? I want to know. Where do they come from? Where do they go? Those little tiny molecules of H2O. Oh, 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 oh. Wow. Yeah, I get it now.
And that was Little Tiny Molecules of H2O. Hope you liked the video and the song. We're going to close the song and video feature here with, like I said, an absolute bop, My Electric Car. Love this song. Tell us about this one.
An Electric Car. I wrote this with Michael Levine, my friend who wrote the Kit Kat jingle, and it's I had this phrase in my head of electric car, and that's where it started. And so I wanted to introduce the notion of fossil fuels, and also what is fossil fuel. So there is a dinosaur or two in the video, and I have Michael singing fossil fuel. I can't get down that low, but it's hopefully again we'll have kids ask the question, what is fossil fuel? What does it come to? What is it? Why is it called that? Where does it come from? And also how it shows in the video how electric cars, hopefully driving them, will reduce the dirt that goes into the air, thus cleaning our world and making the skies bluer. And yes, it is simplified. Yes, it's a much bigger problem than just getting an electric car. Yes, I know electric batteries also are an issue, but the bigger picture is reducing fossil fuel for our world in many ways. This is one small way that it can be done, and hopefully it will help kids want to pursue the idea of electric car or hybrid.
Or talk their parents into it.
Or talk their parents into it, because I know having an electric car has been really fun for me, not buying gas. Great money saver.
Likewise.
Yeah, it's amazing. I see people standing at the gas station, waiting, filling up, spending money, and I'm like, I haven't bought gas in 4 years. Or, there's so many other things that electric cars don't require, like a lot of the maintenance.
Oil changes.
Yep,
things like that.
exactly. So this car was just this song was just loads of fun to make and to sing. And I love the production of it because, like you said, it's a, what'd you call it? It's a bop.
It's a bop and a half.
It's a bop and a half, this song. I love it. So yeah, I want it to be on electric car commercials, and I can even hear it in somebody's spin class repertoire in their song list. Yeah. So that's it for electric car, and I love the song.
Yep, I think everyone out there will too. And let's play the video and listen to the song. Here it is, "My Electric Car" by Debi Derryberry.
Going to school and we're right on time in my electric car, cause we didn't have to wait in the long gas line in my electric car. The freeways are busy but you can't complain, cause electrics can always use the carpool lane. Now me and Mom are headed to the grocery store, and we don't have to buy gas anymore. I did all of my work, so I get a treat in my electric car,
And that was the video for In My Electric Car and the song. I'm sure everybody loved that one. And that wraps up our video features and song features. So before we get into where everybody can find, stream, and download that album, I did want to ask you about one other voice acting thing. I'm a huge fan of the comedian Bill Burr, and I know that he has an animated show called F is for Family. And I was listening to his podcast, and he mentioned your name. So
Oh my
are
gosh.
you on that show? And have you met Bill Burr? I'm sure he's hilarious.
Bill Burr is one of the nicest family guys I've ever met. I love that man. And yes, I'm on his show. F is for Family on Netflix, not a kids show. Want to say that right here and now. It is an adult show, so don't let your kids watch it. It has a lot of things that aren't appropriate for kids. But yes, I play Maureen, his daughter. I play Bridget. She lives down the street. I play Philip. He also lives down the street. I play Kitty because he wears a diaper. And oh, I play their nurse. Yeah, nurse, and she's at the hospital every time someone goes. I also play Scott, who is a cute computer nerd. So every time they needed a new character and they gave it to me, I was like, yes, I get to do one more character on this show. So we had, I don't know how many seasons of that. Four? A lot. But
Yeah.
it was a great show to be on, and great writers, great producers, super fun. Yeah, I'm honored to
Yeah.
be part of Bill's show. And that was so nice that he gave me a shout out.
I
Yes.
know. I was listening to one of his episodes of his podcast, and he mentioned you by name, thanking you for everything you did on the show. So I thought, how cool is
Uh,
that? And I definitely wanted to ask you about it. So big shout out to Bill Burr and
and Bill Burr, actually, he should be on your show. He has two young kids. I don't know if he talks about them a lot, but let's get Bill on your
oh
podcast.
my God, that would be a dream. All right. Well, let's talk about where people can stream, download, and purchase Gotta Go Green and all of your other albums.
Okay, well, of course, on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, Pandora, blah, 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 Apple, all that. It's also on my website, which is DebiDerryberry.com. Here's how to spell it, DebiDerryberry.com. You can download all the music there. And on my YouTube channel, Debi Derryberry Kids, Debi Derryberry Kids, not to be confused with Debi Derryberry Regular, because this one has all the fun videos on it. And you can reach me at my website as well. I have a button there where you can, email me directly, and I'm the one that gets them. Um, and there'll be more music videos coming, and hopefully the YouTube channel will grow and grow. And this is just so much fun for me. So there's always more cartoons coming up, but I guess you can just check my IMDb for that. Lots of new projects coming up, but they make us sign NDAs, and I can't talk about them.
Well, for
But
everybody listening on the podcast, it's DebiDerryberry. Debi Derryberry.
well done, Patrick. Thank you. I forgot to
I was
spell it.
trying my hardest not to mess that
You did really well.
up. And I know you've got something coming up in celebration of Earth Day, and that's to come soon. It might actually time up close to when this podcast is coming out. So tell everyone about that.
One of the songs on my album, which is one of the first ones I wrote, is called Earth Day's My Birthday. And I'm trying to work with tree people here in LA on that. And it's about Teddy the tree, and it incorporates things that can teach kids about photosynthesis and why it's important to have our trees and how to keep our trees, not cut them down, not burn them up. And it's super fun song celebrating Earth Day being the birthday for trees and how to celebrate our earth. And I kind of wanted that to be the title of the album, but now Gotta Go Green's the title of the album because there were so many other great songs that fell under that Gotta Go Green umbrella. But it is a great video on the Debi Derryberry Kids channel, so please go check it out. Earth Day is my birthday. It's coming up April 22nd, but the week, that's a Monday, so it'll be 19th, 20th, 21st. You guys can look out for Earth Day festivities, and hopefully people will play Earth Day's my birthdays on loudspeakers everywhere.
Fantastic. Well, Debbie, it's been a real delight having you on the show. I got to meet you in person in Los Angeles for the Grammys, albeit briefly. But I really look forward to talking to you some more, and hopefully get to meet you in person again. And thank you so much for coming on the show.
Patrick, it's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me on, and I really appreciate your podcast, you being there to support kids' music. So thank you, and good luck with your new baby coming. That's exciting.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, take care.
Take care.